Roman Reigns is speaking out, and what he just revealed will make your blood boil. The tribal chief just dropped the most explosive interview in WWE history, exposing the sickening truth behind what Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed did to him in Paris. This isn't just about a wrestling attack, this is about a calculated assassination attempt that nearly ended Roman's career forever. If you're not furious by the end of this video, you're not human. Hit that like button right now if you want justice for Roman, smash subscribe because this story is about to get nuclear, and prepare yourself for revelations that will change everything you thought you knew about what happened at Clash in Paris. Roman Reigns just sat down for an exclusive interview from his hospital bed, and what he revealed has shattered the wrestling world. This wasn't just two wrestlers getting carried away in the heat of the moment, this was a premeditated attack orchestrated by people who wanted Roman gone from WWE permanently. "They didn't just want to beat me," Roman said, his voice still weak from the injuries he sustained. "They wanted to destroy me. They wanted to end my career, end my legacy, and send a message to anyone who dares to stand at the top of this business. But they picked the wrong tribal chief to try and bury." The footage from Clash in Paris is still making fans sick to their stomachs. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed didn't just attack Roman, they obliterated him with a level of brutality that crossed every line in professional wrestling. The image of Roman being carried out on a stretcher while blood poured from multiple wounds will haunt WWE fans for decades. But here's what's going to make you lose your mind. Roman revealed that this attack was planned weeks in advance. According to the tribal chief, Braun Breaker approached him backstage 3 weeks before Paris with what seemed like a friendly conversation about wanting to learn from the best. Roman, being the veteran he is, agreed to help the young wrestler improve his craft. "I thought I was mentoring the future of this business," Roman explained, his eyes filled with anger and betrayal. "I spent hours working with Braun, teaching him everything I knew, sharing secrets that took me years to learn. I treated him like family, like the son I never had in this business. And the whole time, he was planning to stab me in the back." The betrayal gets even deeper. Roman discovered that Bronson Reed had been recruited into this conspiracy through a series of secret meetings that took place in hotel rooms and parking garages away from WWE cameras and officials. Reed, who had been struggling to find his place in WWE's hierarchy, was promised a main event push and championship opportunities if he helped eliminate Roman from the picture. Let's break down exactly what happened in Paris that has the entire WWE universe calling for justice. Roman was scheduled for what should have been a routine backstage segment, a simple interview about his upcoming storylines. He walked into what he thought was a safe environment, surrounded by WWE officials and production crew. That's when Braun Breaker struck like a coward. Without warning, without provocation, he attacked Roman from behind with a steel chair while cameras were rolling. But this wasn't just one chair shot. Breaker hit Roman 17 times while he was defenseless on the ground. "I heard the first chair shot and thought it was part of some angle I hadn't been told about," Roman revealed. "By the third shot, I realized this was real. By the 10th shot, I thought I was going to die. I've been in this business for over a decade, I've taken bumps that would end other men's careers, but I've never experienced anything like what Braun did to me that night." But Breaker's assault was just the beginning of this nightmare. As Roman lay bleeding and barely conscious, that's when Bronson Reed made his entrance like some kind of monster from hell. Reed, all 330 pounds of pure muscle and rage, started delivering his devastating tsunami splash over and over again on Roman's already broken body. The medical details of what happened to Roman are horrifying and prove just how close we came to losing the tribal chief forever. WWE's medical team initially thought they were dealing with minor injuries, but as they examined Roman more closely, they discovered the true extent of the damage these animals had inflicted. Roman suffered 3 cracked ribs, a concussion so severe that he couldn't remember his own name for 6 hours, internal bleeding that required emergency surgery, and spinal trauma that doctors said could have left him paralyzed if Reed had landed his attacks just 2 inches higher. "The doctors told me I was minutes away from dying," Roman revealed, his voice breaking with emotion. "They said if the internal bleeding hadn't been discovered when it was, if I hadn't been rushed into surgery immediately, I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed didn't just attack me, they tried to murder me on live television." The stretcher scene that traumatized millions of WWE fans worldwide was even worse than it appeared. Roman was actually unconscious for most of the stretcher ride, slipping in and out of consciousness while medical personnel worked frantically to keep him stable. WWE officials were so concerned about his condition that they had 3 ambulances on standby and contacted several trauma centers to ensure he received the best possible care. Here's where this story becomes absolutely sickening and will make you question everything you think you know about WWE. Roman revealed that there were people within WWE management who knew this attack was going to happen and did nothing to stop it. I had been receiving threatening messages for weeks leading up to Paris, Roman disclosed. Not just from random fans, but from people who had inside information about my travel schedule, my hotel rooms, even my family's whereabouts. I reported these threats to WWE security, I showed them the evidence, and they told me not to worry about it. The conspiracy goes deeper than anyone imagined. Roman's investigation into the attack, conducted with the help of private investigators,